Hello, hello. This is gonna be a little bit of setup. A little bit. And hope you had a great day. Hope you'll keep having them. Not up today. And let's play. It's all good. Yes. I did watch another bigger like MEGABONK theater, I might say. I didn't see it. Only kind of like records MEGABONK, so I forgot. Let's try this one to focus on I did see a few scratches here. How to play, especially Fox was the more prominent one. I am searching for a microwave, especially because the strategy that he did employ were how do I say this, duplicating keys, especially on Fox that already has innate luck, and he did unfortunately have a lot more items than I do. I guess I'll just keep grinding like the title of the stream. Last stream was certainly something. I'm now kind of refreshed. I was kind of almost did fall asleep, especially when I did stretch. The one sitting down, I did kind of close my eyes and I really did stretch. But I was stretching so good I almost fell asleep. And I'm not joking, I really almost did really fall asleep. I did finally get the thumbnail of the board out. I was trying to do it yesterday, but like I did say, I was no capacity to do it. I hope it was very nice waking up and having how this is not a zero battery. I'm doing something wrong. Let's take method. Is the game too loud? Is it better like this? I really don't know. Hope it is. Or maybe it's this. It is kind of loud. Now too quiet. I don't know how to emulate a normal viewer experience because I myself never get my sound up to 100, especially if the stream is normal stream. I keep it around like 80 or something like that, or if maybe even lower. So I do not know, should I, because I try to kind of put my sound as the same as a normal viewer and then see, because I do have headphones. Yeah, it's kind of loud. Anyway, if you do future VOD watcher, or maybe if someone does come to stream, get your volume down. I'm still new to voice, not necessarily voice, but like audio related settings in general. You or not really. Let's take life still. We need to, hopefully I don't forget, we need to kind of banish, like off some items. That sounds grim. Like unselect some items from the pool. And I did kind of realize that the overall score of the like run, it's how many kills you have, which is bloodthirsty. I was expecting like an overall score of everything that you do, like how many enemies have you killed, how much of the like things you completed. You're gonna die like really rapidly, but let's try to activate all the 6 boss shrines or boss statues. I did see kind of like I didn't see his name. I will kind of in future streams I will mention him. I'm gonna look him up again. But he was playing like really differently than me, and I did kind of like take the good knowledge out, like dupe kills you know how Fox is really powerful because he does have like the auto lock up every level. Not a trick, not to thanks and not to I'm dead. I'm not. I guess good. Not to take heavy power up on the ground because they can be really important in some situation. Try to banish, skip, and like refresh with kind of like a thing in mind. Not a thing in mind, like a specific startup build in mind. And you should arrive to one point at a run that it span out better than usually. I do hope that the like YouTube thumbnail looks nice. I did try to think of something else, but nothing. Thanks. Nothing really came to my mind. Silence. No, thank you. I'm the 99.9% of player. Let's see. Unlocks items. What item? This could be good. Let's try to I'm trying to remember what items he did have. This could be a lesser version of. Yes, this is not. This is attacks and this is crits. I guess I will keep all the legendaries. Keep Bob, Demonic Souls, Demonic Soul, Singular, Hats, Tomes, Silver Tomes. Let's get on. Thanos, no. Quantity. Oh, thank you. Is this the. I really have slept on the XP one. Lactome, I guess. Quests. We need to kill another 5,000 monkeys. And we need to complete another mini quest. I guess we'll go one fox, one monkey, and one Sir Umfi. I really am now a little bit more silent. I do not know what to, like how, oh yes, damage. I don't know how to talk now that I did spill the beans last stream. I was, okay, a little bit, my mouth did loosen with the more sleepy I was. I don't know, even now I did think if I should take that down. I'm hoping for a key or a green card. I don't know, when you see like others doing good runs, it does kind of inspire me to also want to have a good run or strive for one. Especially now that I do know there are better metas out there. I should have looked earlier, but I don't know why I didn't. I guess I didn't want to mid-max every round trying to get the perfect, because obviously you'll not get every run perfect. Yes, gold game. And I did see that most of the things that I thought were useless, like gold gain and others, are not really. Electric plug, nice. And there was the other item that the YouTuber, I don't know if he has Twitch, probably not. The YouTuber did have like the MEGABONK one. Let's go exploring. Thanks for the hit. I really need a wake up call. I don't know, should I continue with the yesterday rant about extraordinary concepts? Because I really start to get more embarrassed the more I think about it. And I guess not in a bad embarrassment way, like the anxiety one, but should I continue? Should I not? I guess we'll see. I did have something about to say before stream that, but I kind of forgot. Maybe we'll come back in the middle of the stream. Yes, I was thinking one point if we should, most likely because I hate also bees like how I hate ghouls. If I should let's see, we have, yes. We need at least to have somewhat decent run with Fox shop, so I don't forget. I should have done that. How did I not? Let's buy 2 of those. And let's keep it. I do hope that we'll get. We need to do that damage tomb to 7. Did we get all the items last time? Weapons. We forgot weapons. I don't want you, neither you. I want you. Ages. And katana, I guess. Is that all? Yes. Let's also get ghost. I guess like this. I'll take lifesteal. Maybe this. Or maybe not. Hat. Fine. What I was saying? Yes, with other games. That's one. How many there is? It doesn't say on the checklist. You'll not see either way, but I would. Let's take damage. That's pretty nice. I could have done a double, but I didn't see it. We'll take shield. XP tome. There should be 3, 4 like boom boxes. I even forgot what I wanted to say. Luck, nice. I did really came with an topic. I was kind of going to a store and I forgot. XP. Let's see. I really want to get the boomboxes. I want to change the music, especially. Yes, I should I go for to look like for copyright music for in the background and have like both or maybe only one. Because megabonks, no, how do I say that? Megabonks says no. The music of the game. It's nice, but I wonder if I should put something else. And I did see what they named extension on Twitch, like the sounders and such. I should take a day and set that off, not off, make it happen. That's the second one. Are there only 2? Nope, there are more. Let's see. Revolver and ages will be nice. Extra jump. And I did realize I shouldn't really be that anxious in runs. It would not really help me with anything. I'm not really sure what to talk about. I guess I am not sure. I don't know. What do you guys like to do in your spare / free time? I guess I do like cooking, and I could talk about more about cooking. I did say something. Oh, well, nice. Some some people, they have good and sour. Yes, I did say that they have a good and bad relationship with recipes, because when sometimes the recipe does come out good, they are happy, obviously. When it does come out bad, they are salty. But kind of, there is no, kind of eludes my mind how a recipe can be bad, especially because if you are trying to kind of make a recipe, can you not guess, I don't know how to say it, can you not emulate what the final result will be in the of the dish, dessert, cooking, baking? I don't have that much experience, but I did bake some things, obviously, but especially with cooking food and maybe some slight sweets, I guess I could say that I do have some experience. And let's put it on my main topic where I have the most experience, which would be cooking. It's extremely hard for me to imagine how do I say this, trying to make something and not guessing the uh, final taste, or maybe final taste plus texture, or maybe the final feeling in general of the food. It's extremely hard for me to not at least have an idea of what it's gonna end up like. And I think a lot of people like cooking don't really do the that like the predictive nice come on, so predictive like outcome thing, and they are very shocked when something uh, like when something comes up bad. I lose my mind how that can happen. Obviously something what I was supposed to do there, you did. Better not swear. Like mm, I cannot really imagine it if it's not something extremely complicated, like tens of ingredients, like one after another, like many culinary processes, like trying to get a specific, extremely specific result, like infusions and such, like processes that transform something. Let's activate all and then deactivate them for. But I was monkey. It's extremely hard for me to not imagine, like I said. And I just on some Instagram some people that they uh, they burnt ramen. And I do sometimes kind of laugh slightly when I cannot, like the joke, I cannot even make like an omelette or something. But I did see burnt ramen. It fills me with so much dread. Imagining that how come on, so like someone, how could they burn like 80% water dish to ashes? It really is very. I should put my chat in my corner on my mainstream. And it's clicked behind the main game. It's not a paging. I cannot bring a layer out. How do I do this? There's no alpha layer where I can lower. Anyway, I should put a. Can you put an alert when someone comes to the stream to kind of beep in my ear? Maybe I should try to do that at some point when I learn how to say. What's this? It does seem to be something rotating. Huh? What is this? What was that? What a weird thing. It was looking unlocked and unlocked at the same time. Locked and unlocked. Is something like this? No, it does look the same. Huh, weird. Weird. No, there's nothing that looks the same. With an item? Does not. Yes, I find the One Piece. It's real after all. Anyway, that's the monkey. I have no idea what build to one monkey. Money walking. I guess something like that. I hope that the stream doesn't Shutter. Yeah, I do not. Bonus. Quantity. Bloody. I guess I'll keep those two. Oh, Ambif. Ambif? Uncheck. Silver. Aura. Banana. Can I... Can I like uncheck banana and still get it from the... I will try that. Poison flask. Or maybe I shouldn't. Sniper. I guess ages, those two, and ages, and maybe yes, let's go like that. Boom, boom. Oh, where are you, monkey? No, like that. It does take a slot. Maybe it'd be nice if you could toggle or untoggle a main, like a main character's weapon, or maybe to get a character that doesn't have any weapon, maybe some human character that can punch, and you can then make a build with 4 weapons and 4 tombs. I was wanting to say something, but I forgot. Was I? Yes, I was going to a store, and an idea came to mind to speak to Shrimp, but it eludes me harder. I was thinking about even before that. Oh yeah, cooking. I don't have, I guess, an instinct. Like I would call it an instinct for a better outcome. Like if I put something in, I only put it because I'm pretty sure it will achieve a better outcome, and rarely it does the opposite. I mean, meaning that it's a like self-feeding group. The more I trust it, the better results I got, because the more refined it becomes, the more I do it. And it does kind of like accumulate over time. Like again, it's I hate ghouls. I can say certainly I hate ghouls. Let us see, merchant guy. I guess golden touch will be getting more money out of enemies. And that's kind of crazy in the first place, right? Imagine defeating very hard the goblin, and then after you take care of it, not the goblin, you find Bob, nice. You find some coins in its I don't know, like inner belongings. That sounds better. That will be kind of crazy, right? Who eats golden coins? Like in the dungeons, are there golden coins all around? And that would be a good light novel idea. Let's see. Imagine a very deep abyss, especially in a, let's say, middle tier, like Japanese adventure. Like this time I got reincarnated in a world like mid-tier level of power, not the old. Let's say maximum magic that can level a mountain, something like that, like the archmage type stuff. Not every mage. Most magic is very local, like person to person. And let's concentrate a bit. Most people don't have access to magic. Thank you, Goblin. I swear, I vow, I make an oath to the heavens. I'm gonna pay back this great malice you have shown me. Yes, back to the idea. A kind of like abyss type world where there's a very big hole in the ground, and like enemies come out, but humans can, because of some, let's say, evil god, a curse, maybe something like that. And the deeper you go into the hole, the more you become a monster, so humans cannot go and exterminate the source, or presumably if there is a source, and when let's say monster does come out and you defeat them, you find things in them, and that would kind of be gold and stuff. It is kind of crazy. But that kind of, I do imagine the plot of the story would be why monsters come out at all. I don't imagine like monsters really hating human. Animals don't really hate human if you're not in their like most core part of memory. So monsters that didn't know humans even existed, I don't imagine they will hate. But I imagine they'll really try to come out. And if someone does stop that, it will be a pretty good reason to battle. But that will create a nice kind of dynamic, right? Like humans could never really extinguish the source of the monsters, or maybe even the entire abyss. And maybe they did try to, let's say, slightly force. I don't think they could force the like top adventurers, that the archmages and the sword masters, that it's like, let's say they are kind of comparable, the sword masters, the archmages. They couldn't really force them into the abyss, but can you imagine the middle rung of the adventure, it could be forced into it. So have a slight deadly like adventure to the abyss. See, I do imagine that the best thing to not like kill entirely the story, it would be to the abyss to be kind of, how to say this, no entry without like a curse, only to a certain point, like you could come back up to the nice key, to the limit where the curse is open, or like you can come in, you can go out because you're already cursed, bound to the abyss. We did kind of have a good start front. Let's search for my craves. Only one. I guess that's not bad. Hope is not a legendary or something. Yes, and to like try to transmit, maybe collect and deliver information out of the abyss, but never getting out. Coincidentally, I do imagine that the most precious way would be to be some kind of demon elites out there, not out there, down there, that like eliminate every human that comes down. And that would be kind of nice that another side plot, that some humans that did survive and created some, I don't know, between the cracks society out there with the others that are thrown there. And to imagine our MC would be the type to get I don't know, like not a weekend, something extraordinary, not so some OP ability, and not to be hated. Again, I kind of hate myself the trope that you haven't awakened a good ability and suddenly the world hates you. Not that the most thing is unrealistic about it, but I really hate the premise the world would hate you, something as, I don't know, it's colossal as the world hate you for not awakening something in you that you couldn't awaken. Like, and you imagine if the world knew you could awaken something truly incredible, but you didn't from whatever reason that you are the problem. Yes, you could, the world could hate you like that. But, and when I do mean the world, I do mean the kind of, in any novel or something, there is a world entity, which everything else besides like existence lives in it. And let's say, what would be a compelling reason to jump yourself in a knowing death sentence? Let's say, I don't know, let's hit him with a like trifecta of poor village, a family without a father. Like, let's hit him not with only one little sister, let's hit him with two starving little sisters because of the small village. And let's hit him with the, how do you say this, the shady, not Eminem, but the shady kind of dealings of the village of selling like up, I don't know, up young men to the like bigger cities to send it to the abyss. I do imagine that every city must have kind of like a quota for sending, let's say, less than pleasant individuals into the abyss. And I do imagine at a big city where people with more wealth gather, you could, let's say, because I'm sure that whatever's coming from the capital or whatever to a smaller city doesn't really care if those people were really selected. I do imagine they care would be the amount, especially there will be the indifferent type of inspectors that they heard a million times the same screams, the same I didn't choose this, I was not meant for this, and they be all the same thrown into the abyss. And I guess all MC would be like willingly walking to the loan shark or something and selling himself like entirely, and only after let's say being slightly lucky, so we don't, this is not a doom and gloom story, does find a more, I don't know, charitable loan shark that gives him the money first and let's say a week something to prepare, and he does put his family in a city and good for I don't know, a few months, maybe a year, because I do imagine maybe where they put you into the abyss also matters, so our MC does get the worst of the worst offer to go the deepest they can like actually go without all dying on the trip, and he does choose that option, and he does place like his family in a city and does go down. Let's see hmm, what ability or MC would have. It's not to make him overly overpowered. I guess let's say medium intelligence, like actual intelligence, not meta plot and meta awareness that the next chapter there's gonna be a power up and our MC already has a slot open on something perfectly for the power up to came in. Let's see. Maybe he can eat demons. I guess that would be kind of a very nice ability to have, especially if it's kind of the unknown type of ability, not that extremely powerful. And I know is that maybe there are other people like him, but if you don't really get to it something that they expect it slightly poisonous, not extremely poisonous, like instant death type of thing, but thing that extremely unpleasant to it because it has like demonic mana or something like that. And it could be humanly consumed, but it's not recommended, especially when you do have, I imagine, all that wizards can blow off mountains. There must be some spells to like change the growth rate of animals, so I don't imagine that food is a problem. Not in abyss, of course, but I do imagine it to be kind of a, what I was saying to eat demons, I was referring to like get something from eating demons, not actually eating, because I do imagine that people that are stuck in the abyss, those that are thrown there, do eat demons for food if they don't have anything else. And I do imagine kind of like a gritty scenario where our MC survives the first day, because it will not really be like a community where things are really valuable. Would you imagine there will be a lot of abandoned camps, a lot of like resting places with huts and such, abandoned all over the abyss by obviously humans that were thrown in there, and there's not really permanent, let's say, there's not really a permanent settlement, because every corner could instantly be infested with, let's make the lowest enemies demonic bugs, like swarms and swords, tens. Let's take thousands, and maximum like in the tens of thousands. I imagine, let's say, it would be cavities, like in the walls of the abyss, and maybe inner cavities would be the most secure to live in if you do find them, especially like inner caverns, cavities, like those enough places, enough in high places that are hard to find, because if you have a hard time finding them, maybe also the demons will have hard time finding them. And I do kind of guess that in a realistic scenario, people, whatever circumstances they are thrown in, they will become pretty tame after staying there, especially to newcomers. I don't imagine there will be kind of like a bullying situation like how it's in most mangas, or most light novels, better said, because all this is, even the smallest crumb of a skill out there would be extremely valuable if it's the right skill in a proper situation. And I do imagine, like, let's say our MC will have some common enough skill but extremely useful, like drawing. Let's see, what else could you do in a village? Maybe knowing to make bows, that would be nice, and kind of arrows. I don't know if this to you sounds kind of simple, but they're really not to make a good bow. You can make a bow with anything flexible, any piece of wood that's flexible and can like bend, but to make a good like warrior's bow, I might say, like a fighting bow, would take a lot of skill and practice. Those two, maybe the sewing is also connected to the bow, like to a string, like you need to be very good to your hands in both activities. And what would be a good third thing? Maybe he's really good at butchering stuff after like he hunt them with his bow. Jokes. Yes. I do mean that's the best setup, especially because, like I said, in a real world scenario, someone with a skill and actual knowledge being dropped somewhere, doesn't really matter whatever past you had at the moment you jump in. I guess that would be even more like contradictory. I don't see in any reality like how in most light novel or something, when you come to the community like big enough, I guess, like they them letting you or the MC like go and hunt demons or some stupid decision like that, like to die. There's not really that many brain dead people, especially because I'm sure there'll be the argument that it's a waste of food, space, and something. But on the other hand, I do not know how to say, especially because in 99% of light novels that I did see with the concept that they don't really accept a person in the kind of group or circle because it's a waste of food or space. It's really not falling through, because that's the job of food, to make energy. And I do imagine one person extra to whatever survival setting would make the situation much better. I'd imagine there are enough people, like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. One person wouldn't really make that much of a difference, but it would still be beneficial. I mean, whatever labor. Let's try servo. Maybe we'll have better luck. Like I said, even in a normal situation, getting the gene pool stronger with whatever, and not even stronger, more diverse, I imagine. Let's try something like this. Would be a very good incentive to accept more people. Just like this. No. Like I said, I don't imagine there is. If only the individual is so I don't know, so how do I say this? So untribe-like that you literally cannot do nothing. But even then, I don't. If the community is small enough, I don't imagine there will be literally like an idiot or something like that. Even in the case of like an actual, I don't know, raid of demons, if they don't want to die, I imagine they will pick up any kind of weapon and start fighting for their lives. So even in that scenario, I really can't say that keeping a person that doesn't know nothing is a bad decision. Of course, there is the contrary that they may be break formation, or I don't imagine a swarm of tens of thousands of demonic bugs. You have any tight formed, any tight, coherent, and slow marching formation. So yeah. Can I guess what would our MC gain from eating demons? I would like take their skills, but I don't guess any low rank demon wouldn't have any skills and would not be relevant to start of a story. Let's say that only low level demons have only attributes. Only high level demons have skills, innate skills. And let's say those attributes are unique attributes, like how a demonic bug does. I don't know, like a bug with a hard exoskeleton, and how is that in English? Carcapade, or it starts with C, and it's the like on a beetle, the outer armor. It does have a name, and it does start with C, but I don't really know the pronunciation. I'll look at the first stream if I remember those kind of. Can you imagine make your hollow purple? It would make your skin like tougher and more rougher, so you can take less damage. But I guess that would be kind of useless if you literally do not eat like bug food every day. So I do guess that would, again, because the sword would get regardless of whatever your skin is, normal skin or slightly like tougher one, especially a fantasy sword. I hate gold, man, I hate ghouls. Nice. I want to play that. yes, for us, I do imagine that mm, maybe there are rumors in the abyss that if you do make a pact with a high, like a high demon, you could get outside of the abyss again, but it'd be kind of like a traitor or something to humanity. But I guess our MP wouldn't really care if still has family out there. Because I do imagine most criminals outside that were thrown into the abyss don't really have, maybe extremely small part of them have, they still have families out there. But I don't think they'll be interested in getting out of the way of getting out is going way deeper into the abyss. Because they're already struggling with the current like layer or cavity. There is no way to go deeper and not like peacefully ascend, if you know what I mean. Because I guess Orange will have a goal of meeting a high noble demon trying to get out, and him kind of gaining the ability to eat demons will be a pleasant surprise in the path of getting there, like up there. Better said down there. And I'm pretty much dead. Now let's see. What else? What ability that we have? Should there be other humans with abilities? Or maybe not of the same kind? Maybe some gifted humans would have gifts, but not like what our MC has. Let's grind with Sir Umsim. Let's put gifts as being more of the magical kind, like literally more magic inbound. Maybe if you did have in your like bloodline of more than average powerful mage, you could awaken either as a magician if you do have enough talent, or a mage, or if you don't have enough talent but bloodline is still talented but you don't have enough talent, you would like awaken a gift, which is kind of a passive magical effect, I imagine. How would that work? Maybe you imagine the easiest to point out to be a barrier gift if you are in danger. Not kind of like how this is, not two abilities when sensing you are in danger, something like spidey senses, and but when you think you are in danger, like dangerous enough danger, you activate a unconscious barrier around you. That would be kind of a good gift. Another one, I guess producing water would be kind of seen as useless in normal society, but in the abyss would be pretty handy. I don't imagine there'll be many clear clear sources of water without being contaminated or simply destroyed by monsters. I'm not playing Fox, I forgot. Another. Maybe the easiest to rip off would be if you have like a sense for the wind, like knowing where things are based on the wind, not based on the like using nearby currents, kind of to position people, like 3D spatial visioning, but only working when there is enough wind and enough variation in the wind that you can kind of predict where someone is, something like that. I'm really thinking hard for the fire one without being kind of straight up being a fireball or something like that, which would be kind of cliche because it is supposed to be an unconscious like magical gift. Let's take fire hand if you do get, let's put the most obvious one out. If you do concentrate hard enough, you can make your palms catch fire, like hot fire. Not a fireball, but I guess for a martial artist, so that would be pretty good. Or maybe you can cook things with your hands or light fire up. Again, we guess that would be kind of good in the abyss. I don't see many flint and metal lying around, or flint and stone. Or if there is kind of any metal, I don't imagine it's not on either an armor or on a sword. So I don't really imagine someone using their only good sword that they survive to light fires. Especially because even a small risk of breaking it could literally end your journey. For someone that does make fire, maybe imagine maybe fire is really a necessity because it's kind of always dark, and even in places with like natural like crystal lighting, those magical kind of light softly, would still be extremely dark. So someone with fire would be really necessary. What other easy magical ability would be to rip off and make it a passive? Maybe healing? I just forgot that not all abilities need to be external. Maybe we don't have a key. Maybe someone does have a gift of healing and they can heal themselves, only themselves, like pretty fast, but that does take nutrients or something like that. They need to maybe maybe a sleep curse? No curse. I'm not cursing anybody. Like a sleep gift that they can, I don't know, only to sleep 2 hours a day. I guess that would make a pretty good watchman. They could stay like all night, like technically all night and half a day awake to watch like a blind spot or something like that, or maybe an entrance to a cavity. That would be pretty nifty. I don't know, should I make kind of a blacksmith like ability, but without being extra like broken, and without taking the job of an actual kind of like blacksmith. I guess a gift of fusing things would be pretty nifty, especially if you are not yourself a blacksmith, but you have someone in the community that is. I don't guess much forging gets done in the abyss, but someone could have a gift of magically fusing materials. If you do have a blacksmith and can kind of make shapes of swords and sharpen them, you could make a pretty good piece of equipment, especially armor. If you don't have a full forgery, I don't imagine you can make like pretty sturdy armor without magically fusing them like the pieces. I guess blacksmith could create individual parts of armor without putting them together, and someone with a gift could like make kind of like a Lego. I do not know why I entered that, and I don't have double jump. Perfect, spectacular, immaculate. Was it this one or the anterior one? That we did got the guy with the... no, we do have the microwave, but don't have a key. Blended. Obviously, I know another easyable, reapable ability is a night vision one, gift of night vision. Maybe because when I'm trying to make those kind of like gifts, I'm trying to think of the higher form of them. water magic, fire magic, and I did think maybe magical eyes would be the higher form of the ancestor. I did have the like children, then back on the bloodline. Magical eye to see mana in the dark. Another easy ball, repo ball. Maybe it would be like enhanced sense of smell, I guess. It could be really good for like an abyss where different demons or maybe even stronger demons have a very specific pain smell. Let's imagine that an overly smelly predator or maybe like demon would kind of be found with easily. So most of the top dogs have extremely faint smells, almost none. But if they do eat other like demons themselves or other, let's say, abyss dwellings, I'd imagine that as having no smell is almost impossible if it's not the actual magic skill, because everything decays and leaves out a smell. So I guess that's that. What was the other one? What element did I forget? Yes, Earth. Again, an easyable, reapable ability would be a kind of sensing like extremely faint tremors in the Earth and kind of having an omniscience where something is coming from. I guess that would be a very nifty ability. Wait a second. Need to adjust my sound. Like this. What other thing would be a very good abyss ability? Maybe something that would be kind of a bait ability. Maybe your blood smells really good to anyone outside of your species, like bugs, flies, reptiles, dogs, cats, everything. That would certainly be an ability, more of a curse one, but it is magical and it is a gift. Whatever you use it and how you use it, you're like. Wait a second. Sorry, a small distraction. We get duration. Yes, the bait ability. I demand that a really good kind of D&D-esque abilities to bait monsters, humans maybe. Maybe that could really be maybe attraction to humans, not really predatory attraction. It will be more like charisma, I imagine, because that maybe will not really make much sense to attract everything besides like humans. Maybe it does attract everything, especially that not really like only when blood gets exposed to the outside the ability activates. You're not emitting you're not an incubus, you're not emitting the scent like every time like anytime. I guess that would be a very good diplomat position ability to like emit pleasant response now. That sounds very pleasant. Pleasant. I hate ghouls. A key, perhaps. I take also key. I guess we do have enough ability bases. Let's make the cast in the others. I guess the most closest thing in Abyss you can have to a family would be a team. Is that pretty? That's the closest thing you have to something more personal than like a township, like townspeople. I don't know how to say that. I guess that's the closest thing, get something closer. A sec. And you ghoul, get off my... Sorry for the wait. Where was I? Yes, the cast. I do imagine that's the closest double I've seen. It's almost not a double. What's with this? It almost did clip me. I'm not taking it because I need to wait a little bit to get more damage. Yes, like I said, I imagine the closest dynamic to closeness out in a demon felt that this would be a team that you can constantly rely on to survive, and especially a team with a good synergy abilities or none. I'd imagine an ability is not really necessary because I'm sure there would be kind of brigades of many more people than kind of team. Let's put our MC team that founds in person the abyss after the trafficker is left in there would be a team of 6. It's him, that makes 7. I don't think that would be kind of a MC that hides his ability. I imagine he did say the first occasion that he did disclose that he gets stronger after eating humans. And I do imagine that would be extremely good. Wait. What would be a good ability for a team leader? Maybe something with lightning? But not something. What would be a good passive effect of lightning magic? Maybe he can charge metal objects? Okay. And I'm dead. Very nice. Maybe he can charge metal objects with lightning, and I do imagine that's pretty useless on its own. But maybe they have a blacksmith in the team. Only those two have abilities. The rest of them have kind of like skill, not skill as in game skill, but skill as in experience skill, like quirks or abilities. Like not abilities that magical, but actual real world abilities. And they get to make. I don't know. Maybe they did find a small ore or magnetic kind of metal, and MC team leader, like the leader of the team or squad, something like that. It's an ability to charge balls of steel, maybe, or maybe stars or anything. Olympus sword. I don't know, kind of imagine. Let's make that sword with a slingshot on its end, so that it can charge like a slingshot with like a shotgun with many very small charge bits, because it is kind of a magical ability. They discharge all on impact, and maybe let's take lightning stamp in the correlation stuff. They discharge upon impact, and maybe they have enough power to fry things like on the ground, like to burn things up. That you made out a very nice non-overpower ability. Let's see. And the other blacksmith would be material like manipulation. Not crazy, but enough to, like, I don't know, open a hand, take a rock and like squeeze it very hard into the shape you want. And if you want very little balls, you need to kind of pinch it really hard and really think hard about it. If you want a little ball, and you could kind of rip it apart from the main stone, something like that. Because I'm not trying to make like creation, reality ability, and the level of a beast dweller. Because I do imagine there are gifts out there, like the magical kind, but our MC team will not have any of those, obviously. And we'll have they don't have two males, let's put two females to balance that. Let's make a lady that knows to, like, a very good archer, obviously. Let's make her the kind of like the elf archetype, but there are no elves in the abyss at least, or maybe there are. But we don't know. Like the human archer, which is very good at archering, I imagine. And when that's it. And the lady assassin, I imagine. That would kind of make hard. And let's not focus more on the assassin and the part that's let's make her a trap specialist. I do imagine that will become insanely useful in a build that duel with non-intelligent kind of beasts. Trap would most likely do the job very well. Let's see. What would be, put another human, maybe a dog. A dog could be really useful, especially in sensing stuff, both visually and olfactorily. I don't know how to say that, like the nose stuff. No. What I was saying? No, yes. So, I didn't make the other male character. Maybe an alchemist? That would be nice. I guess an alchemist would. Especially because the dynamic would kind of miss two of the important, because, let's see. Well, yes, the material like manipulation, blacksmith wouldn't really help with someone's bow, So that would be kind of nice, because MC will fill that role. And let's say that our lady's bow was kind of on his last legs from the past few years. They needed to service it every time they did come across a higher number brigade, or even the brigades have kind of ranks, and some of the 10 top brigades have like even like they own, in parentheses, they don't really own anything, but they can defend their cavities, and if they have 5 or 6 cavities that they have like on hand, they can change them, and they almost like a permanent residence. Only that, of course, a swarm of demon comes, or a higher than normal level demon does come, you kind of need to run. A key. I don't need forbidden juice. A key. A wrench. That's not the same. And maybe the same with both of his skills, or maybe all three. I guess on blacksmith could make kind of arrowheads and how to say this, like screws, maybe small pieces of armor if they do have to happen to find metal or buy it, which I do imagine being that context extremely insane expensive and extremely rare to even find. Doesn't imagine anyone would kind of want to give their skill away. I'd imagine there will be kind of blacksmiths to even them extremely hard to find. You need to have your own skill kind of produce armor or something, because the most valuable thing would not really be master courses, skills or something, would be a good set of like, equipment that could be passed down, I imagine. I'm dead. Wonderful. This is gonna be like say something over stream. I cannot do another 5-hour one. It's going to be for slightly special occasion. I would try in the future for an extremely special occasion, like for a Valor one. That would be I don't think it's that hard. I think I've done more extreme things, so that's not the point. It will be the logistics of it, which I need to how to plan around that. And the meaning of it, I don't really want to do casual 12-hour stream. I really need to be like something special, because I am building like towards the 5-hour like normal mark, so I can stream 5-hour regularly. That's my goal. Because most of the people I do watch, they are on average like 5-hour streamers, and going beyond that only on special occasions. But we don't really know what's in the future, so I guess anything can happen. I could like hurt myself becoming some crazy 10-hour daily streamer type of guy. I'm just a shy guy, you can't imagine that's gonna happen. And I hope no one does come back to his clip and clip that and shove it into my face. I don't know, a few years in the future. I really have hope I didn't curse myself with that. I am the type to curse myself with that kind of stuff. Water break. Nah, I need to have an extremely loyal audience, even myself, to come back to 10 hours every day. That'd be crazy. I don't even imagine the downtime that I need to have to burst every day 10 hours. I'm kind of like dead in a year or something. Thank you. Herc, you did help me almost ascend. We did open a chest. Where's our item? Huh? Oh, is the Taurus cloak? Or a cloak of cowards? I don't remember. It was kind of brutal, the 5-hour stream. It was not it was not really my back that was hurting, it was my brain. It should really be kind of prepared if I do want to make a 5-hour stream, like physically, maybe mentally. But I don't know what to really prepare before stream would help me stay kind of sane. I need a lot of green card in food. Sounds like I'm playing Escapist. I am looking at playing better than yesterday. I don't know if I'm doing exactly what I said in my stream title. I was just grinding, I was not really playing the game. I did remember it was kind of crazy because I did wake up a little more in the middle of the stream and I was like, remember that even now, I was like, what did I got? Like 200 silver, 250 silver. And then I realized that I'd done like 10 runs before that, but I was not almost unconscious. But I guess it's not all that bad. I did, and I was before that stage many times, so nothing really unexpected. I haven't, I believe, did wish it did hit me with the slow buff. That does happen when I kind of sleep a little bit, hehe. And I try to read like light novels. I get like a slow reverb in my inner voice when I'm trying to read, trying to like either pass out, which I kind of, that's what I do when I don't sleep like 2 days in a row, or I need to like rather get through it. It is kind of bad, I guess. I'm breaking the RAM when I do that. Thank you, I really need that. I guess knockback would do us some good. You have a knockback build where you don't really do that much damage. Maybe with aura, if you have enough like big aura and a lot of knockback, you can push enemies so they don't hit you. What was I? Ah yes, with the novel. Should I think of let's put him for abilities. The ability to sew, the ability to make bows and know how to shoot bows. I imagine he will become the second bowman of the team. In the case of the first bow woman and falls down. I take that, so yes I did. Yes. Let's see. What is my legendary? Him know how to make bows, how to maintain them, how to make arrows logically in that kind of skill. Let's see what else. What do I say? Knowing how to make bows, knowing how to shoot them, being a butcher and a hunter, those kind of three combined, and knowing how to cook, I guess. That would again kind of lump him together, kind of good with that team. And I do imagine at the start they didn't really like tend to like absorb him into the team. Like I don't imagine if they did any like reasonable reason enough to accept me. I don't imagine there's much pity in the like abyss. Abyss. In the abyss, I don't imagine pity has long died. Especially for newcomers, I do imagine at the start when more light-hearted souls did find more people thrown in. There was much more pity to be thrown around, but after living there a couple of I don't know, years, decades, there started being some standards that most of the people thrown there are not really the good kind. So I guess trust would be not non-existent, because like I said, it could be the worst of the worst thrown down there. There is no manhwa, like a villain story where you continue doing bad, because if you continue doing bad, I'm pretty sure there will be some cavities that will welcome you, like prison cavities that will be thrown in and the gate will close and no out. If some demon goes passes by you, and I guess that's your time. Yes, thanks for the keys, guys. Thanks for the keys. So what I was saying, I guess, like I said, I do imagine that the behavior of people in the abyss is pretty proper, prime and proper for survivalists, like, oh, nice, for a place to survive. So that's not really a problem. I do imagine the trust would be low to medium, no, medium to low, meaning you can only trust someone after you interact with them long enough, and that will count in years. I do guess betrayal will be a really rare occurrence, because you couldn't really betray someone without because I do imagine to be very interconnected, like all the people there and all the small parties, big parties, like important people, lesser important people. I don't imagine there'll be like lone on your side. You couldn't really survive if you're alone. Even if you are strong. Strong doesn't really mean you survive or even powerful. Even if you just have like actual mage talent and these war thrown to the abyss, you can end there with you in the biggest like convoys or the biggest teams. That doesn't mean you know how to cook, how to take care of weapons, how to survive, how to find clean water, how to purify water, how to... I don't know how to... Could you imagine that there are demons that are poisonous or venomous? If you don't know the difference or don't know much about demons in general, you could perish pretty quickly. Let's imagine another thing that could be extremely useful would be books in the abyss. It's usually about demons, I imagine. Those are kind of like one of the most like I imagine knowledge in general would be extremely expensive. So even someone that does want to kind of like possess it, I don't imagine most would want to sell knowledge, because that would diminish their role, which is counterproductive. Especially people with knowledge about demons. I do imagine only people with people who only disclose knowledge in the case of emergencies. Who do I have that executing? And thanks for not giving me a key. So anyway, that's all the box from there. Like I said, I didn't imagine that the situation was not dire, anyone would divulge information, especially kind of critical information like weaknesses, habitats, the way they live, the way they behave, about demons, if especially more special demons. Because to even survive, I imagine that the lowest like demons' behavior, weaknesses, and such are pretty known. Or not, I could be wrong, but I'd imagine, especially if the communities meet and such, sharing of basic knowledge would be pretty common, that one puts on the another. Because that would like simply develop over time. Nothing else to discuss about. Goodbye, Guru. Nice. I really appreciate that. Mm. Nice. Mm. Oh, and now let's. What would be the most reasonable ability someone would have that could be thrown into the abyss and still possess that ability? I'm gonna take the match. Bob. I would say like teleportation would be extremely useful, but that again I don't imagine anyone with half a brain would throw someone with teleportation into the abyss, regardless of their behavior. I guess the worst that could happen to someone like that would be forced employment when someone would literally take you by the throat and make you make portals or teleport people. Anything rougher than that, and I'd imagine you. Honestly, you'll be like a tense boss, and the moment you find the slightest chance to escape, you'll be gone and vengeful, which is not good in any capacity. Especially someone who could teleport, but with a stupid decision, then to really antagonize someone that does teleport. That's the kind of light novel and manga brain. Like, just excluded and drove out of town, of all literally the family of the number one hero. I wonder what's gonna happen. I hate those type of tropes the most. The obvious brain dead move, which is let's antagonize one of the hero, maybe one of the members of the hero party is what happened. Surely nothing would happen. He's only a healer, right? It's not like he has connection with one of the most murderous people in the realm, the hero. Doesn't really matter, it's the only point. It's sort of demons. And sure, that doesn't matter, they've gone through literally tens of thousands, not tens of thousands, tens or hundreds of battles together. Surely, they couldn't be really almost like brothers to really do that many fights. Surely, if someone does ask for help, the hero would not point his sword at the civilian. Surely, must be true. Obviously, brain dead. Or the even more brain dead trope is that you must let you go from the hero party because you only heal made us only come almost to the Demon King, not to the Demon King. You must find a better healer, even though you are better healer in the world. I detest them so much, so much. Especially because there were some even that were implying that Like they knew he was like the best of the best out there, and they still wanted to change because I don't know, party member didn't like him or something like that, like stupid reason in general. I would replace the party member that didn't want him, especially on because in games obviously having the killer is kind of crucial. But imagine that in real life, but even more brain dead. I'm getting angry for nothing. Even more brain dead trope of especially of light novels and Chinese light novels of the he awakened the weakest class, a healer, a summoner, a swordmaster, I don't know, there are some with even go say a cultivator, cultivation. I hate them so much. Especially when they do say that, like they give even a half-assed reasonable why the weakest class would be the weakest class. Like I don't know, a summoner can only bond it to one type of like creature, and not all like monsters are boundable, and most of the monsters that are boundable are weak. I could imagine why summoner would be one of the weaker classes, not the weakest. I'm just angry. I cannot concentrate. I can imagine that. But the brain dead kind of like the weakest class, the healer that can resurrect someone once, but only once. I did see, I do kind of remember this thing that once someone that could only resurrect or maybe do a single thing once, but was overpowered as fuck. And they were like, oh no, can do only one. What a trash. What light novels has come to, have come to. There was a time when Reed was still in production and was not stuck at 1,334 episode chapters. There was a time when good shit was on the table and you could really read some peak. I guess the spin-offs of some novels are very nice, especially if you do find a genre or maybe a spin-off that you really like, but kind of kill the wounds a little, but rarely do you find like truly peak quality. Truly peak quality novels. And even more thing is, if you do, maybe you do find them, but there can be so many problems. Maybe there are hiatus. Maybe it was dropped. I do think that the worst feeling is reading a dropped novel, not knowing it was dropped, and only finding after you find more chapters, trying to find more chapters, and you see that it was a long drop. Like that's maybe you think you find the hidden gem that was hidden because it was dropped, and the first red flag when you find something fire and you think yourself, why hasn't anyone talked about this? That's the first red flag. The second is when it's extremely obscure and you cannot find it anywhere on the internet. And you do find it somewhere, you start reading it, it's nice, you click next chapter, only to at one point there is no next chapter. The story is not finished. And there was no this is not finished on the site, like a box. So you like a naive fool continue. It is one of the worst feelings. Or maybe like someone dropping a novel as it's about to end, like having dailies chapter after chapter, like stacking, I don't know, a month or 2 or 3, and then suddenly the author not posting, and you looking for the blank of space and being like, this cannot be happening to me right now, like it's impossible, this must be real. Especially because that I don't think that has happened to many people who kind of read something really entertaining to make investments of time in, like to wait daily for a new chapter and then suddenly get ghosted. Especially because I don't know what's the better situation when it's kind of like for a bad reason, like they got their wrists broken, like how most artists do, of writing, drawing, or another reason, which is kind of a reasonable, like cancel out to even write, especially if they're kind of the crazy type that writes thousands of words a day. I do imagine that's again reasonable. I'm sorry guys, I cannot write because my wrists bleed every time. That's bad, but I guess there's not much anger to be had there. That's understandable. For the ones that go with the slight not ridicule, but the slight be feeling nice. A slight reason that it was extremely hard for me to maintain myself, so I would be dropping this and starting a new novel, meaning that they starting again another beef ring. Let's take it. They started not making enough money on that novel and then start another one, which is again an understandable reason. That's an asshole way to move about, like closing novels, start new one that will be more popular. That doesn't really happen much in kind of like translated English phrase, because if a novel is dropped in another language, it will kind of not be. Can you imagine that translation groups, people that do translate, are not really keen on translating dropped stuff, so that does kind of even things out. I don't know why would someone even there are unfortunately someone. I didn't say that I would excuse people that use machine translation like novels if they did at least not fucking translate light novels that were dropped and did not put that were dropped the description. That's even more. I don't know why I got I guess that's kind of like the influenced like viewer mentality. I don't really like to go for a light novel that were dropped. I don't know why, because there's still good content right there. I think the boss probably. Let's look at this corner, okay? So we don't do have the map circle if it is here. It was here. I had like what I was saying. I forgot. Not really forgot. I didn't really forget like the whole subject. I forget kind of the start and like main concept of what I was speaking. I don't remember. It's kind of bad. Let's take alternative attack. I don't think we'll make it if we don't. Do we have one magnet up here? No, this one. I would have liked a magnet. I guess short for them. I know. I don't think damage will help us. Shield. Bless me thy shield, thy mighty. Good job, past me. Life's still good, really come in handy. should have taken more life if I would all knowing. If my hindsight was right, I am not going to make it. Huh. Or maybe. Let's think this really carefully. What was that? A second. Oh, don't. Why is the delay kind of wicked? I guess I don't know. Ooh, I almost stopped stream, I don't know why. That red button doesn't very well with my brain. It doesn't make it out any other color than red. I want to click it. Maybe a better stream this one. I do hope I'll get I don't know, some feedback on my thumbnail, because it's the first time. Nah, I shouldn't have taken that, but it's my first time making thumbnails. Well, not really thumbnails, because I am kind of okay with photography and editing photos, but not like how to say, it's not a normal editing photos for other people to see, but enhance the quality of pictures, not one picture. That'd be kind of crazy. I guess it did help me to not get my not to get spanked, especially because I unfortunately did get a little bit. That was not something I should have done. But when did I get double jump? That's kind of a dead end. There are some light novels that I always kind of come back to, and I'll start reading them. If you would ask me what those were, Break the Ice and Satan, what were my favorite novels? I would put in my top 5. It's not. I don't know if it's first or in my top 5. It would be Infinite Mainline, The Apocalypse. It's one of those that, even though the last hundred of chapters are unfortunately very, very bad. I don't know if I should say it. Let's not say it. I don't give bad stigma. But they're very bad. I stopped reading the first, let's say, 2000 something chapters of Infinite Mainline Apocalypse. They're a master kiss, cooked so perfectly. I did read like the first 2000 stuff. I did read like the latest chapter till a few months ago, and then I have read again the latest chapters 2 or 3 times. Every time kind of I dropped it for a longer period of time. I wanted to refresh, and I did think I read like almost 10k of Infinite Mainline Apocalypse. Like every time I dropped, I did go to 0 and read it again and again. It's so nice. Every time I read it, especially I would put him at peak of progression. I'll give him the crown of progression, the fastest I haven't seen in light novels and in any kind of media, and the fastest, most reasonable. No, so I got a death ability and I can kill literally anything kind of progression because you're already at the pinnacle of conception. If you can already kill anything only by saying die. If you do know what I'm talking about, you know ball. But Infinite Mind Apocalypse, so nice, so nice. Like I said, I don't know exactly to what chapter the quality starting going, not kind of a decline, but straight down, like straight down the rocket. I would say that it was a 9 out of 10 novel till the like 2900, I might say, and then straight down. There's no slow decline, maybe with the quality, maybe with the amount of things, plot holes, character that doesn't make sense, builds that didn't make sense, so straight down. It was like you're reading like a masterpiece at a certain point, then you're reading like Google translated novel after a certain point. I don't remember it anymore because, like I said, I dropped it, and I did the stupid thing, and I did try to read those chapters, but I feel like I take a small toothpick and I plunge it into my brain every time I read one chapter. It hurts. It hurts mentally, and then 1 pick, 2 pick, 3 pick, and so on. I still put. It was not pleasant in any form, in any way, shape, or form. But I got unfortunately too much love to give it up, so I did 300, 400, 500. I don't remember. I don't know even what. If I'm talking out of my ass, I didn't really look for a long time. I kind of forgot. Let's have 4K chapters or something like that, or maybe it's in the 3Ks. I don't know what. I can spot it with my eyes closed. The gap where it's starting going downhill. It's written in writing. It got so lazy. It so hurts me to kind of like even think about it. The peak it was. Now what became of it? It really is unfortunate. I really hate it. If I give Noah the crown of acceleration, I'll give Wang Yuan the from Paragon of Sin. I do think it was Wei Yuan. I'm not very good at Chinese names, but I'll give him the crown of Foundation. He is the king of Foundation. It's again one novel that I have read over and over and over again, like from startup when I forget. Again, I don't remember how many chapters are, but it does one thing over the Infinite Mind Apocalypse. It goes slightly to a latest chapter, slightly downhill, because I don't know how to say it has gotten a little bit too big and it doesn't have the same quality as before, but that's a slight drop. Maybe it will bounce back upon. There is no bouncing back from Infinite Mind Apocalypse. Even if it did kind of bounce back to the same quality, that will still make it infinitely worse. If it was even a decline, I could kind of forgive it and like go back again to it, but it's so trash. It becomes so trash. I hate it. I really wish it hadn't been. With Paragon of Sin, it did have a little dip, which is alright and understandable. Whatever the author's life, or maybe there's literally like writer's block, or maybe it's not even writer's block. There's too many things in the story, and some things need to be like addressed, meaning others won't. And if you do like the things that are not addressed for you, maybe the drop is like obvious. I do imagine there is no perfect story, meaning you can read everything, and if you do start to like certain things, that automatically makes sure that you don't like as much certain things, and those things that you like don't appear anymore, or they are put to a side to address more important things in the author's mind, logically it's gonna be a drop in quality. Which is again unfortunate. I could still forgive Infinite Mana and Apocalypse if it was a drop, maybe a slow incline to like bad. It was a straight dive, a bungee jump without no cord. There's no coming back, unfortunately. It really isn't, and I hate that. I really do, because I did wait every day. It was one highlight of my day, getting chapter and stacking a week, because I couldn't really wait like months. Getting excited, I guess I did get a lot of excitement even after I reread that. You get excitement when the Noah brings the newest part of his foundation to get even higher, like leveling speeds, even higher, even better items, even more like concepts, even more cools, like how to say this, like even more cool, like new powers, new structures, new everything. Just so nice. And then it got chopped. Not the good kind of chopped, the bad kind of chopped. I'm getting sad, I'm getting exasperated every time I think about it. I cannot possibly imagine, because I do know that every person that does have something of their liking, or maybe some of their things that they like dropping quality, would say that I don't imagine that stopping it, literally stopping it for months, or maybe even a year or two, hiatus to resolve whatever was happening in the author's life, would have made sure the reader base would have gone down. But it was not been literally trashed. I don't know what was happening. Maybe that was the potential of the author. That sounds crazy, no? I mean, they could write 3,000 chapters. I cannot imagine they couldn't write. Maybe they could have put an end to it. That's something I'm not willing to to accept. That it should have ended at some point. I do want Noah to go to infinity and beyond. Maybe the story should have ended at one point. But again, I'm willing to accept that conclusion. So if it was kind of like an idea, an idea problem, you should have stopped, and then waiting things to pass, settle down, and then fix it back again. Let's go talk about Paragon of Sin. It does have one of the most interesting like power system, and it does kind of not work pretty well. It does address the biggest, not the biggest, the big concept generally well, like heaven, hell, and those, with obscurity. I'm gonna guess night. With the obscurity, meaning things that are too powerful to know are not known, which is kind of nice. I pretty much should have enjoyed life. And Orange kind of discovers them as they come. I don't know why the sudden drop in quality, because the concept did stay the same, that, but the kind of, how to say, is the conceptual like meaning of the story stayed the exact same, but it was kind of like a more like hurried, I imagine, a more hurried chapters and such, which is kind of weird. I don't know why it would have kind of like go even faster than he already was, because it was, I don't know if it was daily or bi-daily. Does the XP to make my level takes less XP kind of finish, or does it make my XP more kind of like its value grows higher? Where are you? I'm the terrible. I'm gonna get sniped and I don't like that. I would really appreciate some light right about now, of any kind. Shouldn't look at the map because that's how I get sniped. Don't I have hamburger? Where are you? Curse and fate. Don't snipe me. Don't snipe me. Oh, it's when I'm right. Almost did snipe me out of existence. I should have taken the shield. No, I mean maxing brain. It's not min maxing correctly. No, I don't want to die. So please, do not help me ascend. I want to transcend. The single me came out. Cut off. Where is my life, please? Life. Of course. Why would you give me something so ridiculous? The hell? What sneaky? What if I did go full slide? Yes, here we are. Don't clip me. There's a problem that you're not gone. Where are you? I want to repay you for chasing my one health. Yes, I was missing a boss. That was all what I was missing. I have to go with a bit more difficulty. I'm not dead yet. That did save me, but I wasted an option. Finally, where are the bosses? I want to talk to them, that's all. Here you are, Ham. I want to say to Ham, it is very... Don't run now, too late. You did die out of shame, eh? What I'm doing with the fucking smack? I should run. I should use the echo shot thing, I don't care what it does. I'm doing damage. Yes, thanks for the life. Thanks for the kill. Wow, what good RNG. I have to help this. I shouldn't. It was more fun than playing with it. I should have taken that shield. Or maybe a light steal. I'm dead. What does that card do? Ooh, that's nice. You're not enough quick on your feet. The grind continues. I'm not taking you now. Any more luck. I'm not entertaining you either. How do people should I kind of put 50-50, 50% focus on speaking and 50% focus on the stream? It's just kind of hard because trying to actually be good at something, either speaking or gaming, I need to put at least 70% in it. But if I want to kind of concentrate on the game to actually know what I'm doing, I need more attention. It's fun to kind of know what I'm saying and not stay silent. Why I'm not rolling over. Because if I did kind of try to speak something interesting at the same time with gaming, I would be, they both be kind of ants. I don't know how to say more eloquently. Maybe I should do the kind of, yes, I got the key, the streamer strat, and one segment where I speak, having one segment where I game. Because that's the normal, I imagine that's normal. I didn't really see it. I should pay more attention. I know I should take an XP tome. Yes, I didn't open the Maui statue. Let's do it. I just cards be good. Some I don't think that's a mod, would be nice. Some health bars above elite mobs would be nice. Because I do imagine when that's for the kind of should I take? Would be for nice for the like early game. It could mean actually if you go further if you didn't know kind of like the health of the enemies in general. The boss health does have a number, no? A number bar. Yes, again I did. And slowly enter the... You should take at least... Is that a triple? No. Can it take this? Do you have the Fable triple? No, it's not. It's a double. Is it a double? Double kill? Yes, a double. Huh. Let's build the wall with it, right? Attack it, I guess. Click on my wall, Mr. Golem says. But maybe Go back to the rubble, to them. Shroud. Okay. A double, triple, no, a triple double. But the correct order. There is a chance I'm not getting in a lifesteal again. Let's wait that for the wave. I should concentrate. There's gonna be less opening. Don't do me dirty, please. I'm finally around that kind of okay. No begging, no begging. Thank you, RNG gods, for giving me a run. My skill for taking it over. Shield. I defend with microwave. That's it. I should put this one. Alright. Extra jump. Extra jump. Huh. Duration lights to power lights again. I whiffed so hard. Let's run. Let's try to get a key this run also. How many might I do? 2. I do hope they are of the same rarity. Need an Expectum. Yes, that was the same quality. A key, give me a key. The keys to the city. Lifesteal, where are you? We have a lot of chests with this, I should master take, alright? I don't want to wait. Keys. I want the keys. By the way, I do not know any other kind of method besides the keys and green card, so I am trying to do that. Let's go line and stuff, I guess. A revolver and agents with those two. Do we? Let's go. You, Mr. Skelly. Blue Skelly. Do we? Let's go, I guess. I was saying that I shouldn't keep the silliness in me. It does seem rather silly option, so I will pick the silly option. Key to your heart, the key to the money. What is my key? It's the world I see. Do I have double jump? I do now. I have pick up. Fuck. Do I have a quadruple? One, two, three, four. I have 3.5, right? Something like that. Then I'm about 3. Do it enough damage? It does seem like it. No. I didn't know the boxes moved. I did, yes, they did move. I should have taken the side. So my plan did change. I should take an XP tome, a luck tome, and size tome, and maybe what comes first. The damage tome or maybe nice. Nice. Or attack speed tome. Don't give me more life surface. Rotation is gonna be. Don't eat me. I said eat, by the way, not eat. I don't know. My word does sound. Timestone. I do know my word do sound. Sometimes different. That actual meaning. I have damage. I started in chest. Open chest. I don't have even a chance of getting the key. Outs. I don't need outs, I need a key. That's the attack speed. And now I do already have luck, but I want more. Just greedy like that. I want fiber and XP to more luck. No, but that's projectile, it's not really size. I know that size. I don't know if I'm going to. What is my key? Let's try this. Are you the key? My secret? Or a battery? Are you the key to my secret? Or a battery? I don't need double A's. Don't you dare. Okay, it's better. It just didn't take fun. It did give me triple A's. What else? Is the chest right here? Yes. I don't know, I think it's more valuable than a key, but I need a key. Where are you? My key. I do wonder if I put the mic lower and speak higher. Wouldn't that be harder to speak harder, louder? Not you. Keys. don't have even XP tomb, which is appreciated, but I want keys. I don't know, can you? Or is like premeditated the moment you predestined that I said the moment you open a chest to get I was wondering, can you interrupt that? Like it goes from uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. I should take the I don't know what I said. I should take this more often. It does sound. It is pretty fun. Are you the keys I'm searching for? I got AAA batteries. Let's do double bosses. I do have that much confidence for double. Thanks for the luck, I appreciate it. But keys. Oh, first time I could kind of the aura farm from the sword. No, I cannot count the area or anything. I was not that squishy. What is my good run? Let's try another. And another. How many microwaves? One. Perfect. I was expecting knowledge. So there is red. Where is my hollow purple? I guess we'll take turns. The money, so nice. How much is it? I don't think it can be higher than 100, right? 52, nice. Nice keys. I'm curious, is there any difference between the sprites from Bob and Ghost? It does seem the same, right? Like Ghost in general. Nice, nice. Keys. Flowers. Perfectly respectable, but I want keys. We go revolver. The pistol. I cannot speak straight. Bro, I can't speak straight. You get this. I guess projectile count. I don't see any other thing that could be weapon. I hate those. So do we have 100% chance? 100% chance to. So I should take this run a little bit more seriously. Do we are US level 5. How many there are? Now is 2. Thanks, idiot. Let's see. No, we'll wait for ages. I mean that and another weapon. A hollow ball. I need a hollow purple happen at least once. I still they're both upper middle. I should try to run over, right? Kids. That's also good. But I need ages to have an effect. A good effect. Yeah. Again, good, but I need the key for city. We do this, and maybe also that. Let's see. Luck, I guess. That we do have normal mage setup. And revolver. If magic ain't working, bring down the blink and add it out like that. Was that extra large or with perspective? Because I was moving around. Getting good. Hello. Yes, katana. What's sneaky? They're like rabid dogs. That one wants to enter the cracks. Like I said, I want to see where they get the ghouls from. It cannot be that every place has the same like heroic ghouls. Yeah, I guess not really much of a sacrifice. What's another refresh? You don't even have double jump. I want to get hit or not. Yeah. The dead end. Guys, we are saved. What's a pity you cannot exit from here. I was expecting that, but in return I got slim chance of living. Ghoul! Another ghoul. Ghoul. I shall declare my sworn enemies with the ghouls. I do think there's gonna be a 3.5 hour stream. Thank you for the legendary. I'm sure I'm gonna get so many that I need to reroll. There's gonna be so many. Why only one? Why even how many? 2? Give me 2 legendary. Ovens, my face. I guess we'll take luck. Again. It's a nice red thing. Attack speed, I guess. I don't see that many good options. I like the jump better. Yeah, I'm happy first. Cool. Yeah. First item, keys. It's also good. Almost beautiful. Let's see. And the sniper. Nice skill. Give me that chance. How much left did it have? Let's see. Should we go again for a katana? No. No. I'll try to do something different. Hey yo. That would have been bad. Flower, fuck. Excellent. Bravissimo. Aegis, nice. Boost me, boy. I should jump down again and nah, I do think that those green those green balls should also give damage to enemies. I don't think it's fair that I only take damage. I didn't appreciate the runs that I did with keys immediately that much. I should have no better. Let's see. Grandma. Oh, spooky shit. I guess. We should finish them up and then take the. I don't even know. I do want a magnet for the end of the swarm. Yes, that came pretty handy. Don't die. And don't get like shut up from here by some those green balls. Maybe another kind of thing of RNG that could be implemented. Maybe rare mobs, like rare variant of mobs that give certain things would be pretty nice. Especially because that was kind of another element of RNG that could be, I mean, another character, another set of items, weapon, maybe a hunter that deals much damage after killing one of those rare creatures. Maybe an encyclopedia of encyclopedia. I don't know how to say that in English. An no, I don't. Yes, yes. There you go. Do we get? We did get all of tombs. Right, let's say second. I'm sure this. Yes, a key. I'm sure this is the furthest way from meta possible, but I don't want to. No. Did we? My praise. No, don't say this is the one of the legendary one. Fuck. We should at least search for that one. Maybe it's gonna be common. Hope it is. We'll take this and maybe this is gonna be our last shrine. Okay. I should have taken XP increase. I don't know why this revelation comes to me right after I made it obviously bad choice. I don't think that's obvious. It wasn't much of a battle between XP and luck, but I did want the luck kind of better in general. Yes, I have. I was again wondering if I did have double jump. Let's take it. Perfect. We don't really need the green card. We need you. Luck. Let's see. I guess that could be considered good. Let's see. And again, good. I do wonder, does luck in this scenario mean that you get more items, like duplicates of your items? Or something like that? Or is it or is the other way around, like higher what? I don't really do anything. Let's take it. It does rarity stuff plus, like, repeat. Yes, what is that? No, it was a red card, not a green card. I'm not paying attention, I really didn't see it. Let's go corner, then strip down. That's on the Sauron. Strip down, like down the strip, not strip down. We'll take that. It's a fortune, like choice of words. I did that. Okay. It's good that I'm alone. Yes. Let's take that. Can we? Yes, we can. Hmm. What size matter to ages? It's not like I do not. Doesn't projectile count more? Where's my mic rate? Let's go count some things. We're doing obvious. This is. We're doing the legal way. Huh. The skeleton was kind of green. Can't afford it. If I'm a broke boy, I could say so. GG boss. Hope you'll have a better timing in the next round. Blood transfusion for my brains to Isaac Cody. I do think that was what was displaying on and ages. It took ages to age. Let me age peacefully. Huh. Another key, nice. Burger. Was that for free? I don't Hello. The hitbox. It's non-existent. The other is legendary guy. I mean, should we? Multi-force. If we do, unlucky. We're kind of fucked, we are kind of lucky. So, how do we get there? You kind of gonna take one mouse statue, but that's alright. Almost if click it impulsively, so it's not die prematurely. What is the boss? Our game now looks so pushed over the edge. There's no ages, please. First time that I walked on the edge. Yes. No, I'm not. Yes. Black ghosts have already come. I'm not surviving. Mm-hmm. Okay, then I guess. Let's see what to talk about. What to talk about. Something that is not political, not hateful, not discriminatory towards everybody or anyone, not controversial, not mm, hateful, not intrusive. What kind of flowers do you guys like? Future would watcher, current, silent, lurkers. Obviously, if you are a lurker, you got the ad block thing. You shouldn't respond. If you are a lurker, true, like you've been merely in the dark. You've been born in the dark. And what else flower do you like? I guess there is the thing, the language of flowers, which would be a nice at one point to read. Should I tell you my favorite flower, guys? I don't think it's really shameful to have a famous flower. Obviously, it's kind of famous, it's the most romantic kind of flower. But I don't think it's really shameful to have one as a male. You should have some bit of personality, right? Right. I mean, obviously, some things are sexual. You shouldn't make them either female or male. Obviously, with flowers, one gender gets them most of the time, and men do get them at their funerals. I don't know, like father's funerals, mothers, something like that. Very grim, right? It does get skewed in the ladies' direction most of the time. But stand up for it, because I am a man who does like flowers. Because I do want to say that I really like flowers for flowers, but I also do like flowers for flowers. But I do like more like taking pictures of flowers, I guess. I do like photography in general, but the flowers. How would I describe it? Yeah, that's kind of like bring a weird perspective, because most of the nature is with green things and some color does splash with flowers, especially in a forest. Because most, honestly, it's kind of hard to realize how commonplace flowers are within the concept of beauty, like, meaning 99% of fantasy forests in any kind of media, the most beautiful things in them are not trees, are not like the beans themselves, are flowers, and most fantasy art that I have seen, the things in a forest, to make that. I'm sure there's kind of plain forest fantasy art out there that it's excellent, like quality rendering of unique trees, unique grass and such, but the forest, it is the most beautiful flowers in it. It's kind of weird. I do know there are kind of wild flowers that are pretty, but that's kind of rare. I mean, you don't see it really once you enter the forest or something like that. You need to be kind of lucky. to find wild, beautiful flowers because there obviously are a lot of wild flowers that look, I don't know, foresty, I guess. They should really fix extremely small hitbox of opening the chest. It is better be more forgiving. Or make it even more cruel, I don't know, so I get used to like, heading head first into the chest to open it. It's kind of bad when half and half. I mean, there is, like now, it was a little bit of distance between me and the chest, but some chests I need to literally kiss the chest to have them even get a chance to open it. It should be more consistent. Or maybe that's my skill issue. Yep, it was a good idea to claim that this thing is gonna be only 3.5 hours. Sorry to start keeping. I'm kind of tired. And I don't think I'm gonna do it anytime soon. 5 hour stream. It's gonna be getting used to 3 hours and then ramping. I guess that up from 3 to 3.5, 4.5, and obviously at one point I will get the like training to aim for a 5. But I guess that I do guess that's also my fault because I stream only MEGABONK and don't do kind of multi-stream more things. But what should I stream to be compatible with MEGABONK? I'm not compatible in a sense, but to kind of have YouTube vid reacts. I would like to do reacts at one point. I mean, there's not gonna be an only MEGABONK VTuber streamer. I'm gonna do other things, but I did thought that the biggest entry would be MEGABONK because first of all, I like it. I did play MEGABONK before, like streaming, obviously. Absolutely. I didn't play much though. I didn't get many items. I didn't get many. It's not like I 100% completed them. I started. I was like, what game I liked, and then I started a new Steam account. So I get MEGABONK again. And obviously to have Steam, which to stream games on Steam, no, stream game on Twitch. I couldn't do another one. Yes, it's good it's not stuttering. Google's. Why did they appear in front of as Fox? Did this MF do something to them? Obviously he's a mage, so I wouldn't put him past him to do something to anger the ghouls. All the ghouls? I hate those type of dogs. Maybe that's why he did in the first place, right? I did yap a lot. I used today than the first stream. No, the first stream I did yap a lot. The second and maybe the third. Or maybe third No, I did, yep, in the second. I don't know, I did have a stream where I was kind of like, I didn't really kind of open up to talk about it. It's my fault, and that's why I didn't want to mid-max from the first stream. It would have been really, I don't know, felt really boring, I guess. Really boring to mid-max from the first stream to have like the best stream, the best everything. At least would not find it entertaining to fix problem and then should I? We are level 4, I don't think we have the luck to clear anything good. That going to right or mine. And I still got it. Chocolate fudge. Extra cookie chips. Chips cookie. Extra cookie chips. I don't know, the small kind of droplets of chocolate. No. My stomach suddenly started hurting. That's weird. Should be nothing to worry about that, right? Right. I guess damage. This one is kind of going nowhere. We got one microwave. Will I? Yes. I thought I was John Wick. So dodge the blink. Put here the meme like the Superman one, but I don't know who someone's holding his cape. Wait a second. I'm kind of getting impatient, which is not good. I wonder. Feels nice. I have finally had to. I should have taken XP from. It does seem that I'm getting skippy. Full brain power, which is not much. Starting to fight as well. Storm incoming. Prepare for your shelter. Close the door. Monsters are coming. Something like that. Chicken. Yes. A key would be nice, you know. Our legendary, a power glove. You don't need something that I want. Not actually, I guess. I like to do us kind of good. I do know that I'm not supposed to take that because we already fox. Already we get luck, but I'm not What have we got here? Huh. We should take power gloves. We're not doing much. How did this happen? How did I take drum of a fuck? Power gloves? I'm not some certain VTuber, I'm not ice and fire. please. You are not my Yoshi. Now we are kind of forced to get in the attack speed and projectile count route, which is not nice. Not nice at all. After stream I need to transform some sour cake into ice cream. I don't know how that crazy sounds, but I did think it was a perfect kind of replacement for an ice cream. I hope I am right. Of course. Attack speed, open. Huh. I do think I did get less awkward even now, which is nice. For the foreseeable future, I do think I'll try to stream daily. Nice. Around save guys. Yes. It's gonna be most likely always in the later half of the day, which is not much if you're not in my time zone. I will usually stream on more to the night time than daytime. That's the most, I don't know, comfortable time for me. I could also stream like early, but maybe I'll do a couple of stream early to see how it fares on me body and me time. Evasion, power multiplier. Do we have shield? We do have shield. And power multiplier. Now give me time to give me keys. That's an interesting placement. Echo shard. That's nice. Is that the shard? Or is it kind of like only XP? I guess they wouldn't really need to animate also the shard. But maybe is it the purple one? No, I don't think. I don't know. We don't have. Yes, we don't have double one. Let's take this and ghost. Thank you. Ghost. Ah. Yes. I did try to stretch and something started hurting, so we'll stop. I do think that's the most human thing ever. Finally try to move something hurting and you being, let's stop that. Maybe it will go away. I did edge scrape that. Why did every like word become a gooner word? Goon. Edge. Who mess with our reading intelligence? Golden areas? Who mess with our vocabulary? Who also skip Sigma 6-7 do that? I really should. Not shoot the YouTuber, I really should go. Why is this purple? Something down? No, it's a free chest. Thank you, Shroud. Shroud until she's invincible. I don't know why I did thought it so funny. I did thought it was so funny yesterday when I did say I imagine until she bombs. In my mind that was so fucking funny. It's unbelievable. It was really funny in my mind when I did think of that. Underman. Doing life steal. I need life steal. Still alive. Recognize in the portal this game. Can we? Cannot. Let's take that and boss. Thank you. Yes, these are graves. Let's hope. No. No way. Where is the... Oh, I thought it was a... You're gonna soft me out of the boss fight. I think it was kind of on a race platform and there was no way to get to it. Of course they're gonna give me a kill on the last second, right guys? Fine. Kitchens. Huh. Good signs. That's not nice, though. That's not nice. What's with this placement? I'm gonna fall trying to get it. MVP, nice. Let's try to range this. Obviously, you're gonna be placing the most inconvenience spot ever. I hope I don't suddenly perish, which would be extremely fun. So much fun. Cannot possibly not. See ya. And from there, that's kind of up to front. Double trouble. And straight down. Hotness in your area, right? Interesting. Were any of those kind of ads ever real? Maybe a hot milk in your area really did want to meet. But can you imagine it? No, in a real case, a real world situation. Can you imagine 99.99% of those were, if they're not advertisement or redirect to another site of the viruses? And surely, I'm curious, is there like anyone that was like real posting an ad in your areas? What do I have? I guess shield damage. What is there? Will you give me a blue? The other one is red, but they're not a double. And it's good that it's a green. I really do want to get a higher for someday. For multiplayer. Let's take that. I don't think we're gonna visit here again. Only if I can't continue the run, or I don't want to. And Black Ghost will push me here. That's the scenario I imagine. Double jump, yes. Like, yes. Maybe another fun challenge would be first run. Maybe every floor you get kind of an attribute for maybe an item or a set of items, or maybe a set of stats that get lowered every floor. That would be unfun to play, but challenging. Especially if you are going to a specific build and suddenly oh no, better said, maybe it does get cursed, like 3 or 2 or 5 items, and there's a chance for one of them to turn off like that around, or maybe 1 minute, maybe every 2 minutes there is a retry for what item to close off, and you got like bam bam bam. I really need to I really need to learn how to go your job, how to level up better. Because the guy I was watching kind of did have a, I don't know, 200 something or 130, where I'm right now on the second map. I'm like 30 and level low. It does seem to a little problem. No. Demonic soul. We'll leave that there. Maybe we'll I see here is a boss. It's not it. Yeah. We do that exactly to my place on the map. Nice. Maybe if it's a legendary I can melt my dragon fire and let's not take that. This one's right good. I have ages. I was kind of like suddenly afraid with a double jump, but I realized I'm invincible. Ta-da! Ta-da! So I put a kind of report rate on my mouse slower. I don't. I click. I don't know. Does it register as a extremely fast double click? I'll try to do it again. Kind of weird. You know, I'd like a more variety of mini bosses, I guess. Maybe pro specific ones would be kind of nice. Maybe a mod that reskin the bosses in something else. But nah, I don't know. A giant wall snake. Nothing hit my mind. Well, something big. Giant wall snake. Nothing what normal that could be. Maybe a sun would be pretty nice. Like one big ass sun up in the sky and just shooting like big ass laser all over the map. You need to dodge, to run. Maybe to be kind of like some small caves, like in those places where to hide if it's kind of another idea. Maybe a new map with like for big ass like mirrors at each cardinal point, and a lot of small caves in the map, and a bigger sun up there that shoots lasers, because the sun is a deadly laser. Anyway, and you need to hide, especially when they hit a pool. You understand? The like this. You need to kind of like turn out the cavity that's right here. You can see like you need to look, because I imagine it's gonna charge from like an extremely thin laser beam to a huge, well, this world destroying kind of like cannon, like a Megumin shooting. What do we have? I guess duration. Does that apply to the demonic soul? Should I? Yes, I should. Where am I? The other. Why does? Why do chest? Three chests look like that purple? I guess it's big and maybe because they come from elites. Most likely. The boom box. I came with the boom and the box. I bring the boom out. Put you in a box. I don't know what I was waiting for. Thanks for giving me a key, guys. What should I? Cheese? I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'll not use it. Maybe I got a weird synergy going right now. I don't need to unbalance that. I should go slowly to the boss. How much lives I got? Where are you? 14%. How much left do I have? 170. Let's go left again. Maybe I'll be lucky. Joke to the miss. You know, I don't have even enough money for still the effect of the power gloves, or it's we do any attack speed. That's fine. That's free. Let's take this and attack speed and look and up again and I guess we'll go. Luck again. luck. And we got dice. Attack speed. Punch stone. I'm sorry, Han. You're going down the hatch. I should take the shrine chest and the chests. I don't have even money for it. Oh, like the again. And I have summoned the brute. Come battle me. Doesn't matter if I'm close to him. It does seem to be slightly more rapid damage. I should really start getting the damage up. Wow, I already beat my personal record. If I only did have the legal board when I was playing other streams. Legendary. One might say the coward is close, it's legendary. Running away. Thanks you. Thanks you. Thanks you. Speaking the third person. Thank you for becoming logs for a fireplace. Let's see. I just forgot Tom. Yes, thank you for the key. And, thank you. We do have 2 microwaves because consolation price for eggs. Let's don't know, should I even god damn. I don't even have the money. This is a death trap and a half. Thanks to you for putting 2 microwaves at the end of the products. Your intention, RNG. Why did that? I was double when I was running normally. Now I'm jumping fast. Huh, my back is backing. My back is backing up and it's not good. I have no backup for my back backing up. Does backing up my backup back it up? When I do back my backup, when you find back my backup and asking you does backup, when you find me backing my backup up, no, I need to say it at least correct just once. When you find me backing my backup, no, when you find me backing my backup and I ask you does backing my backup back it up? Yes, you said that right. I did say that right. Legendary. Turn into the boombox. Hitting those ring box. Dreaming of the ring. I almost say something. Dreaming of the ring wraps. Yes, projectile kid. Let's party. This is a birthday. 50 cents is so epic. So epic. Really, this song is so epic. Let's see. I'm going to put one all of something if I do level it up. No, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna jump around for the next 3 minutes and then I'm going back to the boss. There are like 6 boss cursors. Sure. That's really necessary. Let's go back and do this everything. I couldn't come then. That was negative, it was far. Oops. I did rob the phone booth slightly. That's good, I guess. What are you? You polite, big tough. You're there, right? Come to come. What is it? Is in that corner? Where am I? Who are you? Yes, program. I'm gonna have 6 keys, 6 keys. I'm gonna have some sick keys. Oh, I should do also that. And I need to do this 2 times. Hello, please. Now this I will take this. I pressed the spot, buddy. I don't have enough money. Yes. Good. I'm barely doing damage to the big guy. That's not enough time. I should go out with the boss, I guess. There's not much though. How much the boss had? 6 million? Nah, I'm not getting past the boss. I did remember. It's the teleport out situation. Technically that doesn't change anything. I'm still not getting past the boss. At least it would be less shameful. Enough? Don't take my shit then. How am I supposed to go to those really high tiers if I don't have like triple jump? Yo, they really took my ages. What a nasty fellow. I need to take that? I don't know. Is that an attack? Certainly not an attack. But it is. Context rules doesn't give me much. Hey, that almost clipped me. I can't one forgiving, you know that? Hello? Is not conflicted. Like to steal Mr. Good. That's not nice. I thought it was something. That was a trap. That looks like an attack. Maybe if my items back, but I guess not. And become a jumping fox for the next 7.5 minutes. Yeah, two is an attack, unfortunately. So those are attacks. If you do look at your shadow, the small one, you can kind of dodge better the attacks. Sometimes I should take my advice. I need to be closer, but I do much damage like that. I can't even see it. I thought that was an item. I did get my revolver. That does. Of course. What big boss? doesn't have underlings. It's like basic villain 101. I don't think. You don't have. You wouldn't have it. Let us say. Give me my ages if you want. I want 7 kids. Kitchen. You, Mr. Bar. Vader. Then her costume store. I have all Darth Vader's costume sold out. And to Darth Vader. Okay, to be careful. I really yeah, it's big. I'm just gonna go behind me. Okay. If the next thing that comes out is not my ages, I'm dead. I was correct. And this is end of the run. Hope you had a great day. Hope you keep having them. That's a very important thing. I guess the run was okay. And nothing much to say. I'm out.